Hey Fit Dads, welcome back to the Fit Dad Club podcast. My name is Jason Barrett and I'm here to welcome you into 2025. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas and New Year's and you kept it relatively in the lines, but if not, that's what this episode of the podcast is about. The biggest issue that a lot of guys have when it comes to their health and fitness is they get started in a lot of momentum. They get started in one big rush, usually around New Year's, right? You've got New Year's resolutions. You've got just, a simple calendar change does mean that a lot of people kind of turn over a new leaf, right? You get a new calendar going, you clean the house after giving the kids all their Christmas presents and you do a bit of a spring clean and tidy up. And it feels like it's a kind of a new chapter. And that's when a lot of people do tend to start their journey. But the problem is they don't see it that way. They don't see it often as a journey. They see it as a goal and they see it as, I'll be happy once I insert X, right? Lose 10 kilos. Once I'm below 100, then I'll be happy, right? That kind of thinking and that kind of mentality is what lets a lot of people down around this time of year. Whether you've been on a plan for, let's say, the last couple of weeks, couple of months, and then Christmas came, this period of time for a lot of people can be a bit of a hiccup. For some people, it doesn't have to be an issue. You're spending a lot more time usually with your kids running around. You end up doing usually a bit more exercise than you would if you've got an office job. So it is a benefit in some ways, but then there's the food and the drink aspect of it, right? And if you let loose enough, then you can undo a couple of weeks of hard work in a week or two by just consistently drinking, consistently eating crap food that more often than not, you don't really want to eat, like, fruit mince pies and Christmas pudding and that kind of stuff. Like, who actually wants to eat that stuff year round? Yeah, one or two around Christmas is not bad, but it gets old pretty quickly. Same with all the cookies and cakes and chips and all the other just leftover stuff. And then even if you're avoiding that, for a lot of people, they simply just don't understand how much is in things like barbecued meats. If you're going for, we cooked up a big sausage sizzle, right? We've got heaps of snags left over. Each one of those is going to set you back 200 to 300 calories. Like, it's not something that you can easily sort of make work. Same thing with bacon and eggs in the morning and croissants and all the food that happens around this time of year. It's kind of inevitable for some people, but it doesn't mean you have to go backwards. However, even if you didn't move forward as far as you would have liked in this period of time, this is only a problem if you let it affect your mindset. And it's only a problem if you let it affect your mentality going into 2025 of viewing it as every step towards me being X goal, whether it's, have abs or be 80 kilos, be 90 kilos, right? Lose 10 kilos, whatever it is. Every step towards that on a day-to-day basis from a results perspective is a positive. And anything that's not a step towards that from a results perspective, or if it's a step backwards or if it's a stagnation, is a negative. And that's a big issue that a lot of people have with their mindset. They only see physical progress from a day-to-day basis as any form of progress, right? If the number on the scale isn't going down, then I'm failing, I'm screwing it up, then it's a problem. This is a journey, right? And it's a journey of learning. It's a journey of how do you handle certain social environments and holidays and all that kind of stuff. If you manage to stick on track over this period, awesome. Sticking on track for the rest of the year is probably going to be a bit of a breeze, right? If you struggle during this period, it's important to go, what did I struggle with and how can I get better? Because it is a journey. It's not finite. There are plenty of guys that come to us and go, I want to lose 10 kilos. But in the process, they go, all right, well, this is now who I am. This is who I want to be. I want to be the fit dad. I don't want to just drop 10 kilos and then go back to what I was doing, because guess what? Next January, you're going to come back saying the same shit about, I just put it on over the year, and you get a bit slack with it over winter and all that kind of stuff. And then you put it back on again. We want this to be a permanent change. And in order for it to be a permanent change, in order for you to become a fit dad, you need to view it as what it is, which is a journey. Right? It's a process. It's not an end destination. It's something that you're constantly refining, and you're going to have and find new goals to work towards within it, right? It's not, I tick the box, I've become a fit dad, now I can kind of do whatever I want. There are changes that are going to stick with you forever. Yeah, the binge drinking probably is going to stop if you choose to become a fit dad. So does ordering pizzas every other night. So does going through the drive-through most days. It's not something you can never do, but it is something that you're more than likely not going to be doing anywhere near as often as you have been, which is what got you to the situation you're in at the moment. Or if you're not in that situation anymore, what you used to do. Those are just things that you don't do anymore. And I've had plenty of guys who have quit or really, really cut down on drinking because after giving it up and after sort of focusing on their health, they realize how good they can feel without it, and realize that for a lot of them, it was a crutch. Same thing with food. Food can be a huge crutch for a lot of people. It can be a big emotional eating thing where you're feeling stressed out, you're feeling tired from work, whatever. Your immediate thought is to, I'm going going to grab something to eat, because it kind of switches off your brain a little bit. But all of these moments of, this is what happened and this is what didn't go right, they're opportunities to learn, they're opportunities to grow, and they're opportunities for you to continue to move forward on your journey and to continue to get better. So many of the guys I coach end up changing to doing things like marathons and ultra marathons, right? After they've done this. Some guys have done bodybuilding competitions. Some guys are, leaning down and then building up some muscle mass and shaving off their 5K, their 10K times. Like all of that stuff is different goals that you can strive towards while in the sort of the stream of becoming a fit dad and sort of paying attention to that journey and focusing on that journey. You can have the little goals along the way, and you need to have those little goals along the way, right? For me, the big goal has been, as probably some of you have heard, rehabbing my lower back and making sure that my hips and my low back, don't cause any injuries anymore, which, has been a very positive and very good thing to be focusing on, because it means that I don't have a flare up where I'm on the couch for a week. This year, the goal is to continue that, but then also to build some lean muscle mass, get a little bit bigger, get a little bit stronger, get a little bit fitter, right? Increase that journey. It's not really a set goal. I've got to hit 85 kilos at 5% body fat, otherwise I've failed. It's just, I want to keep striving towards that. And that informs my plan. That informs what am I going to be doing over the course of the year. And it's important to me. It's something that I really want to do. I really want to gain a bit more muscle mass. I'm sick of feeling skinny and feeling weak. So that's my motivation, right? What is your motivation? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you striving to become a fit dad? Why is that who you want to be for the rest of your life, not just for 2025, 2026 maybe, right? Why do you want to change this identity? And you've got to realize that it's not just about getting to that goal. It's about the journey and the process that you go through to get there. So that's my little bit of a motivation / idea for you for this year, is to really make 2025 a focus on the journey and the process as opposed to any particular set end destination, because you'll be a lot happier if you just focus on smashing the process, because you can look back at your week and go, cool, did I nail my plan 6 out of 7 days or 7 out of 7 days? I got 6 out of 7. Cool. That's more than 50%. That's a pass, right? P's get degrees. Focus on that rather than, my weight is the same as it was last week. That means I'm a failure, and that's just going to lead you down a negative spiraling route, which we don't want. So focus on the process, focus on moving forward, focus on the journey as opposed to just trying to rush the end destination, because if you try to rush the end destination, you're going to go through probably one of the many crash or fad diets you've already gone on that have lost a bunch of weight, and then you put it back on again. That's not what we want for you for 2025. If you need some help or support, feel free to reach out, send us a DM on Instagram, leave a comment on the YouTube, rate and review the podcast, probably after you listen to a few more of the episodes so you see what we're about. But I'm looking forward to working with you hopefully in 2025. If so, head to fit-dad.club, reach out to us. We can book in a call, have a chat about where you're at right now and where you want to be. But until next week, hopefully with TJ back as well, I'll see you next time.